You're not poor because you're lazy. Not because you lack talent. Not because you don't work hard. You're poor because you're trapped. 7 psychological traps. Built into your mind. By design. The wealthy know these traps. Study them. Avoid them religiously. You don't even know they exist, which is exactly how the system wants it. These aren't economic traps. They're psychological. They live in your mind. Control your decisions. Determine your financial future. Every day. You can't see them because you're inside them. Like fish can't see water. But they're there. Operating constantly. Keeping you exactly where you are. The wealthy didn't accidentally avoid these traps. They were taught. By parents. By mentors. By experience. They know the game has psychological rules. Not just financial ones. Master the psychology. Master the money. Ignore the psychology. Stay poor. No matter how hard you work. Today you learn the 7 traps. Not what should be true. What is true. Not comfortable philosophy. Brutal psychology. Drop this if you're ready. I recognize the psychological traps keeping me poor. Let's begin. Trap 1. Trading time for money seems safe, but guarantees poverty. You think employment is security. It's the opposite. Employment is highest risk financial position. You have one income source. Your employer. They control your income completely. They can eliminate it instantly. You call this security. It's vulnerability. The wealthy never trade time for money. They trade systems for money. Create once. Earn repeatedly. Write book. Earns forever. Build business. Earns while you sleep. Create product. Sells without you. Buy asset. Generates income passively. Time and money decouple completely. You trade 40 hours for paycheck. Wealthy person trades 40 hours creating system. First week. You earn more. They earn 0. First year. You earn more. They earn less. First decade. They earn infinitely more. You still trading time. They collecting systems. Your income has ceiling. Their income has exponential growth. You think this is unfair? Money doesn't care about fairness. Money follows mathematical rules. Time for money is linear equation. Limited upside. Systems for money is exponential equation. Unlimited upside. You chose linear. Wondering why poor? Mathematics explains everything. Trap 2. Seeking certainty in income destroys wealth building capacity. You want guaranteed paycheck. Understandable. Human. Also fatal financially. Guaranteed income requires giving up ownership. You trade security for slavery. Comfortable slavery. Still slavery. Employment offers certainty. In exchange for leverage. Boss has leverage. Can hire 100 people. Scale infinitely. You. Limited to your hours. No leverage. No scale. No wealth. The certainty costs everything. Wealthy people embrace uncertainty. Start businesses with no guaranteed income. Create products that might fail. Make investments that could lose money. Take calculated risks. Most fail initially. Learn. Adjust. Eventually succeed. Then own systems generating certain income. Paradox. Accepting uncertainty creates certainty. Demanding certainty guarantees limitation. You see wealthy person's current income. Think they're lucky. Don't see the decade of uncertainty they survived. Businesses that failed. Investments that tanked. Products that flopped. They pushed through uncertainty. Built leverage. Now have certainty through ownership. You demanded certainty from start. Never built leverage. Still trading time for money. Trap 3. Consuming to signal success prevents actual success. You get promotion. Buy nicer car. Bigger apartment. Expensive clothes. Signal your success. This is poverty mindset disguised as success. You're spending your way out of wealth. The wealthy do opposite. Increase income. Maintain same lifestyle. Invest the difference. Compound ruthlessly. They drive old cars. Live modestly. Dress simply. While net worth explodes. You see this. Think they're cheap. They think you're foolish. Status signaling is consumption. Wealth building is investment. You can't do both. Choose consumption. Feel rich. Stay poor. Choose investment. Feel poor. Become rich. Uncomfortable truth. The wealthy look poor longer. Then become actually wealthy. The poor look rich longer. Then stay actually poor. Your BMW signals success. Wealthy person's Toyota hides wealth. You're spending $70,000 on depreciating asset. They're investing $70,000 in appreciating asset. 10 years later, your car worth $20,000. Their investment worth 200,000. You still look successful. They are successful. Mathematics doesn't care about appearances. Trap 4. Linear thinking about income limits exponential possibilities. You think about money linearly. Work harder, earn more. Work smarter, earn more. Double effort, double income. This is employee mindset. Trades effort for income. Linear relationship, built-in ceiling. Wealthy think exponentially, not effort to income, system to income. Create systems serving 10 customers. Earn X, same system serves 1,000 customers. Earn 100X, same effort. Exponential result. Your thinking addition, their thinking multiplication. Your brain evolved for linear thinking. Hunt animal, get food, gather berries, get calories. Effort to result, 1-to-1. This worked perfectly for 200,000 years. Completely wrong for wealth building. Wealth isn't linear. It's exponential. Compound interest, network effects, scalable systems, all exponential. You ask, how can I earn more money? Wrong question. Implies linear thinking. Better question, how can I create value for 1,000 people? Exponential thinking. You're optimizing your job. Wealthy person optimizing their reach. Your ceiling is higher salary. Their ceiling is unlimited customers. Different games entirely. Trap 5. Fearing loss more than missing gains keeps you broke. Loss aversion is strongest financial psychological bias. You fear losing $100 twice as much as you desire gaining $100. Mathematically irrational. Psychologically universal. Financially devastating. This makes you avoid risk completely. Keep money in savings. 0.5% interest. Inflation 3%. You're losing 2.5% annually. Guaranteed, but feels safe, because you're not risking anything, except your purchasing power, which disappears silently. Wealthy people fear opportunity cost, missing investment that could 10x. This fear is greater than fear of losing money, so they invest. Diversify. Accept some losses, because few big gains outweigh many small losses. Math proves this. Your psychology resists this. You see stock market volatility. Panic. Sell at loss. Wealthy person sees same volatility. Buys more. You're avoiding loss. They're buying opportunity. 10 years later, your money worth less than start due to inflation. Their money quintupled. Same market. Different psychology. Different outcome. Trap 6. Believing wealth is zero-sum creates scarcity mindset. You think someone else's wealth means less for you. This is wrong. Destructive. Keeps you poor. Wealth isn't finite pie. It's expandable garden. Someone growing their garden doesn't shrink yours. Unless you believe it does. Then you don't plant seeds. Garden stays small. Belief becomes reality. Wealthy people know wealth is created, not redistributed. Every successful business creates wealth, provides value, gets paid, creates jobs, generates taxes, expands economy. Everyone wins. You see billionaire. Think they took from you. They created value. Market rewarded them. You could create value too. You're focused on their slice, not growing your own. This mindset keeps you employee. Employees think zero-sum. Fixed salary pool. Your raise comes from colleagues' budget. Compete for scraps. Business owners think abundance. Expand market. Create value. Everyone can win simultaneously. You're fighting for existing pie. They're baking bigger pie. Your zero-sum thinking makes you resent wealth. Resentment prevents learning from wealthy. Can't learn from people you resent. Stay poor. Wealthy person sees another wealthy person. Thinks, what did they do right? Can I learn? You think, lucky bastard. They grow. You stagnate. Mindset determines outcome. Trap 7. Waiting for perfect moment guarantees missing all moments. You're waiting to invest until you understand everything. Until market is perfect. Until you have enough saved. Until conditions are ideal. Perfect moment never comes. You never start. Decades pass. Still waiting. Still poor. Wealthy people start before ready. Invest with incomplete knowledge. Build business without full plan. Buy property without perfect timing. They know imperfect action beats perfect planning. Because action teaches. Planning doesn't. They learn by doing. You learn by studying. They're wealthy. You're knowledgeable about wealth. Different outcomes. Analysis paralysis is poverty mindset. Feels productive. Research everything. Compare all options. Read every book. Take every course. Never act. Knowledge without action is worthless. Wealthy person acts with limited knowledge, learns from results, adjusts, acts again, iterates to success. You're still researching. They're already succeeding. Your perfectionism protects ego. Can't fail if you never try. Can't lose money if you never invest. Can't look foolish if you never start business. You're protecting self-image, sacrificing wealth. Wealthy person risks ego for results, fails publicly, learns quickly, succeeds eventually. You're comfortable with perfect planning. They're wealthy from imperfect action. You've learned 7 psychological traps keeping you poor. Trading time for money, seeking income certainty, consuming to signal success, linear income thinking, fearing losses over missing gains, zero-sum mindset, waiting for perfect moment. None of these are character flaws. All are psychological patterns, learned early, reinforced constantly, operating automatically. The wealthy don't have different character. They have different psychology. They were taught these traps, or learned through painful experience, then deliberately built different mental patterns. They think systems not ours. Embrace uncertainty. Invest surplus. Think exponentially. Fear opportunity cost. Believe abundance. Act imperfectly. You can't change these patterns by trying harder. Willpower doesn't override psychology. You need new mental frameworks, new decision rules, new automatic responses. This is hard. Most people never do it. Stay trapped. Complain about unfairness, which changes nothing. Understanding these traps is first step, not last step. You now know the cage. Knowing isn't escaping. Escaping requires action. Different action. Uncomfortable action. Starting business. Making investments. Building systems. Accepting uncertainty. Acting before ready. All feel wrong, because your psychology is trained for traps. Comfort with traps is the trap. The wealthy were uncomfortable long before they were wealthy. They pushed through psychological resistance, built new patterns, created different results. You can do same, or you can stay comfortable and poor. Your choice. Think deeper. Feel less. Know more. This is the hidden mindset.